When you see that field of blue, you know it can be only one place in the world. Boise, Idaho, on the campus of Boise State and home to the fabled giant killers, the Boise State Broncos. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So Boise State will have some work to do after that short return. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Now facing third and short from their own 17. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Ripping through the defense. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out of their own 37. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Ncaa2025. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Ncaa2025. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, or third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but we're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. To the air on first down. A shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up is working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Arizona's offense has the ball for the first time. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind being handed the football, Jesse?
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spread and tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go back to toting the rock, old school. Two of the best running backs in the business here.
And the defenses now, like, they know the challenge. They know these guys are going to tote it. They got to be physical, committing guys to the box, not letting these running backs have success today.
They're bringing heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to throw, it's Fafita. He'll try to do it himself. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, and made the big play.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Throws to the tight end. Ball in the air, intercepted. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance when you got them.
And they got him for the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And it'll be down right there.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you could tell they caught up with them to force the fumble.
At the 35, he's loose. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Boise State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the run and get him one snap, one touchdown. They're lining up to boot it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Fafita. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Conley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burnett. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can...
Going up top. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. And back to the air on second down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. On fourth down, going to the air. He's taking the shot. Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that.
And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Broncos!
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field, throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfect.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Patterson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Wide out in motion. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Trying to escape and get it himself. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes on the quarterback stats, not the receivers. So
after the first down run, here's second down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
Gets it out fast. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You've got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
On the move at the 30. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that screen.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Got his man downfield. Off he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. The back goes in motion. Going up top on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Ncaa2025. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Unloads it left. Got him downfield. He's loose. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Broncos in the hurry up. They'll go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Absolute shame. Missed it. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great
Going to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got an open man. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Arizona comes out with another 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Gonna let it fly. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
He's going for the big play. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Boise State. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to throw. looking for a big play. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Fafita. Throws to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Boise for a fun first half than you?
The Broncos will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
On 3rd and a big completion here. And he's thrown another interception. In return, there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Give to the running back. Fights off a defender. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Touchdown Broncos! And the punishment has been extended.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. When you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Scanning the field, it's Fafita. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, and there's room. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense set for a first down play. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. A 3rd and long coming up here. Handoff from the gun. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Broncos will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes those...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. But this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. To throw, it's Fafita. Tight end finds a soft spot. Smashes ahead. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And this tight end is having a day. With that last catch, he's now got over 150 receiving yards.
Lets it fly on the move. What a snag by the defense. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
He's just Johnny on the spot. Now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting into the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Running back searching for a hole. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. Lowers those pads. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Gaines. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Knocked down after a gain of 1, they'll mark it at the 6. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll try to put points on the board with a field goal to start this fourth quarter. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Powers through. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job of avoiding the sack. On the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Garcia wants to throw. And the pass is intercepted. Touchdown Broncos. How about that D coming up with a play like that? The AT unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to test the right side with this one. Arizona right back to the line. Oh, he faked the spike. He's going to throw it. Looking to scramble. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to get it through the air. Zings it complete to the right. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Genty. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And that is no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Line gets set, first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. On first down, here comes this offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it. Touchdown, Boise State. And the pummeling has started.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. Where are they? Where is the defense? You've got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
And he puts through the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Garcia to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown Broncos! And the stomping has commenced. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense set on first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On second down, he'll fire. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Arizona in a hurry. Fake spike now looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's taking a deep shot. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a no passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is
looking for the end zone. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. One more play to pad the stats. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown Broncos! And the beatdown has ensued.
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great, doesn't get to the football to make a play.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.